Hello Year 3, this is your guided reading video for Monday. Now we're going to read a little bit more of Operation Gadget Man by Mallory Blackman. And if you remember, we got up to the part where Beans had just come back from school because she'd had a detention and her friends had come over for tea, but Dad wasn't there and nobody quite knows where he is. So let's read a little bit more. Gadget Man, where are you? Beans shouted. Still, no answer. He must be in his workroom. Come on, let's go round the side of the house and surprise him, Beans suggested. She led the way out of the front door, through the side gate and down the path. The workroom was really a large shed, as tall as it was broad. Once it had been a magnificent solid structure. These days, though, it was still solidly patched. Years of explosions and experiments gone wrong had taken their toll. And now there was a huge hole in the roof where there had been none the day before. From the looks of it, the door had taken quite a bashing too. So much for Dad's new gadget. Beans pushed at the door, which was hanging half off its hinges. They all stepped into the workroom. Oh no, call the police, you've been burgled, Louisa exclaimed. Beans frowned at her, then at Dad's workroom, then back at Louisa. It always looks like this, she said, annoyed. Louisa mumbled a small, oh. Cheek, Beans grinned. It's not that bad. In fact, if anything, Dad blowing it up that morning had made it neater. The workroom was still almost eerie, and in its stillness, with its wires and cables and printed circuit boards, and light bulbs and switches and batteries and a host of other electronic gadgetry scattered everywhere. That's strange, Beans mused. It usually takes a crowbar to get Dad out of here. I wonder where he is. Back in the house, Beans called for her dad again. There was still no answer. They all ambled into the kitchen. Surprisingly, there was no food laid out on the work surface, waiting for them. No sandwiches, no plates of biscuits, no bowls of crisps and peanuts, nothing in the oven. Nothing cooking on the hob. Beans' dad was famous for his yumptuous dinners. Instead of food, there was an envelope. The envelope had Beatrice written on it, in her dad's squirrely-whirly handwriting. Instantly, Beans knew something was wrong. Her dad never, ever called her Beatrice. It was always Beans. Beans was sure her father had actually forgotten her real name. She picked up the envelope and frowned down at it. What's wrong? Anne asked, noticing her friend's expression. Beans didn't reply. She tore open the envelope, a deep frown turning down the corners of her mouth. Inside was a single sheet of plain white paper. Beans began to read. Dear Beatrice, I don't want to worry you or read anything into this letter, but egghead that I am, an adult as well, I clean forgot to tell you, Beatrice, that I need some extra components, which I can only get from out of town. You mustn't worry. I'll be home in a day or so, although it might take an extra bit of time for your soft-boiled, egg-headed father to find the component he needs. The fridge is well stocked, so help yourself. As if I need to let you know. You can. I'll see you in the near future, possibly on Sunday. Phone your gran to come and stay with you until I get back. All my love, Dad. P.S. We need some eggs, and you might buy me some sausages as well. So that is what we're going to read today. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on to the activity, show you the letter, how it's actually written, because it's written a bit strange. Let's have a look. So year 3, this is the letter that Dad had left Beans. Now, if you look at it, it looks really, really different. So he's not started with the capital letter, and then he's wrote his name in capitals. And if you read through the letter, it doesn't really make sense. So I'll read it again to you, and then you can understand where I'm up to. I'll follow with my mouse as well. And then what I would like you to do, I'd like you to think about the letter and think if anything seems a little bit off, a little bit suspicious. And I'd like you to write down your thoughts on the strange letter and what you think is going to happen, okay? So let's read the letter again. Dear Beatrice, I don't want to worry or read anything into this letter, but egghead that I am, and adult as well, I clean forgot to tell you, Beatrice, that I need some extra components which I can only get from town. Not started with a capital letter here, has he? You mustn't worry. I'll be home in a day or so. Although it might take an extra bit of time for your soft-boiled, egg-headed father to find the components he needs. The fridge is well stocked, so help yourself, as if I need to let you know you can. I'll see you in the near future, possibly on Sunday. Phone your gran to come and stay with you until I get back. All my love, Dad. And there's a little bit at the bottom. P.S. We need some eggs, and you might buy me some sausages as well. Now, it's a little bit of a strange letter, so I'll put it on this that you can pause the video and you can have a look at it again if you want. I'd like you to think all about what this letter might mean. Is there anything suspicious going on? Really have a think about it, okay, year 3. And I'd just like a couple of sentences just showing what you think is going on. Okay, good luck. Can't wait to see your work. See you soon.